question here. What are you wearing?
I got a stand-up show that I'm doing in like a minute.
Oh.
And I couldn't decide between fancy or fun, so I kind of went with both, you know?
Gotcha. You do stand-up?
Oh yeah, I just started. Yeah, this is my first show.
Gotcha. Okay. I feel like, listen, man, I don't like know you super well, but like I feel like you should.
What do you mean?
Like I feel like for you, like it's not in the cards. Like I feel like it's not like your destiny.
My destiny? You want to talk to me about my destiny? Well, I got something to tell you. My destiny is. Wait, I'm sorry. Can I take this?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You coming to my show?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
There.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yellow. Yeah.
Yeah, alright, see ya. I think that was a spam caller. So, one thing I love, alright? I love using promotional phone numbers to my own gain. So, you know the show Fallout that recently came out? Alright, yeah. Any Fallout fans in here? Yeah! It's awesome. So, during the show, they had a little promotional number at the bottom. You could call there, and you could reserve a space in a vault. So I called that number. And you want to know what I heard at the other end? It was just some dude screaming. And I love that, because that means I can now use that number whenever I'm just in a random conversation with someone. We could be debating about any topic, and I could be like, hold on. Let me call my friend. He's a great expert in this. Hey, Edwin, you want to tell them about our topics? Are you okay? Continue screaming if you need help. And then they hang up. It's really one of the best things ever. Transitions are great. So I use a lot of referential humor. That's a lot of stuff that I love. I love referential humor. The problem is, not everybody loves the stuff I do. So, whenever I use a reference around somebody, they either totally get it, and I'm like, haha, yeah, this guy's great, or I have to explain it to them. And it is so weird to explain it to somebody, because how do you explain something like sloppy steaks? I once told my mother when I came back from spring break, I said, hey, did you have any plans for dinner? She said, oh, well, did you want to go somewhere specific? I was like, yeah, let's go to Turfani's and get some sloppy steaks. She goes, what does that mean? Then I didn't know what to do, so I was like, sloppy steaks, a big cut of meat with water dumped on it. And she's like, that's weird. I'm like, yeah, but I went out with my Dangerous Nights crew. I doubled down for whatever reason. And she said, what's Dangerous Nights? I said, and I just gave up trying to explain anymore. Similar story happened with a coworker. I was talking about the Costco guys. Now, we all know the Costco guys, right? Yeah. Boom! Yeah, you guys get it. But I tried to explain the Costco guys to my coworker. I go, all right, Joe. So there's this dad and his son, and they go to Costco a lot. The son goes, I love the chicken bake. And he's like, what's a chicken bake? So I had to explain the chicken bake. And then the dad goes, I love the double chunk chocolate cookie. And he's like, why are you doing that voice? Why are you doing it like that? And I'm like, because that's how they do it. Then I tried to explain how the Rizzler is like not a part of their family, but in a lot of videos. And he was weird. And thinking back on it, yeah, it's kind of weird. That's just some random kid with them. But, it's a Rizzler. And the Costco guys, they're great. Speaking of Joe, my coworker, we used to play this really fun game. It was called Does Joe Know Blank? It's where we would ask Joe, hey, do you know who this is? And like 9.5 times out of 10, it was no. The one time when I've ever heard him say yes was when I asked him, hey, do you know who Kanye West is? And he goes, yeah, I know who he is. Everyone knows who he is. And I'm like, okay, what does he do? He didn't know. He just knew the name Kanye West. Have you ever achieved that type of status where everyone knows your name, but they know nothing about you? That's what I want to be. I want to be just this remnant of a person. They're like, Gabe Schmucker, what's Gabe Schmucker? I've heard of him, but I don't know what he does. Trust me, I don't know what I do either. I'm trying to figure this stuff out too, but hey, look at me now. I think that this is my destiny right here. This is my destiny calling. Hey, you in the back.
Yeah, that's the name of the show. That's cool. It's awesome.
It's cool?
That's cool.
It's cool?
It's cool.
What's your name?
Caleb. I'm Caleb.
Caleb?
Yeah.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
What's your favorite food?
My favorite food? Probably burgers.
Burgers?
Hamburgers.
This guy knows how to party, all right? Burgers are the best thing that you could possibly say when somebody asks you what's your favorite food. Because, like, burgers are so universally known, you know? And it's like, oh, what kind of burger? Do you like it with bacon? Do you like it with peanut butter and jelly? Do you like it spicy? You know, there's so many different ways that you can have burgers. It's great. What was that? Hey, you right there.
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
Burgers.
You like burgers?
I was just saying the word in agreement with you.
We got a heckler over here.
I just said the word burgers.
Hey, you know, I love those videos online. You know about the internet? Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
You know the internet? Yeah, there's a great amount of videos out there of stand-up comedians destroying hecklers in the middle of sets.
Oh, well, I wasn't trying to destroy your set.
No, I wasn't trying to. Yeah, that's what they all say. What, are you gonna pull out a sack of tomatoes now? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. So recently I got really into comic books, and there's one specific thing that I love, and that is villains who make absolutely no sense. And so you could say something like, oh, or you talk about like the Joker when he's making, you know, obscene comments. No, I'm talking about someone like Asbestos Lady. Yeah, do you guys know Asbestos Lady? Known villain of the Human Torch? She was in one comic ever. That's a lie. She was in a second comic. The follow-up comic took place 40 years later. And it's about her getting cancer because of the asbestos that she used in her suit. You wanna know why I love Asbestos Lady so much? Because they did the exact same thing with Asbestos Man a couple years later. If I had a nickel for every asbestos-themed supervillain, I would have 2 nickels. Another villain I really like, his name is Angleman. You want to try to guess what his superpower is? He has a magical protractor. And he fights Wonder Woman, and he has almost won against Wonder Woman multiple times. So this goddess against a man with a protractor. I love comic books. I want whatever drugs they had in the 70s just to come up with all these random ideas. There's one that I love even more and says my favorite line of any comic. It's a villain named Sauron. Yes, he did take his name from The Lord of the Rings. He is a man who changed his DNA to become a pterodactyl. And his goal was to turn everybody in New York City into dinosaurs. Now, when Spider-Man finds out about this and he realizes, hey, you can change people's DNA. You can manipulate their DNA. You can cure all types of diseases. You can cure cancer. You know, you could do all this great medical research with the fact that you can change people's DNA. He just goes, I don't care about curing cancer. I just want to turn everybody into dinosaurs. Which, if I had that power, I'm not saying I wouldn't do, but it would be on my mind with that thought. What's the deal with eggs nowadays, huh, guys? Hey, I don't want to get political in here, but man, egg whites taste different. Did anyone else notice that? You, there in the back who just cheered.
Yeah.
Did you think egg whites taste differently?
Yeah,
You do?
I do.
What's different about them?
They taste kind of rubbery, you know.
They do? Wow. You know, I've never really noticed that. See, this is an example of one of my favorite things to do. One of my friends has proudly deemed it the Schmucker routine. It's really simple. It's where you lie, and that's about it. So a great example of this is, hey, you said that you like burgers, right?
Yeah.
You like burgers? All right. Yeah. Did you want to like go anywhere afterwards, like a specific burger joint that you like to go to?
Not really if you're heckling me.
Oh no. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
All right, I'll make up for it. I'll get you a free meal at a burger joint you like.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. What's a burger joint you like?
I don't know. Well, it's not Brothers. It's Thursday, so we can't go to $3 burgers. But it's like we could go to like just somewhere like cheap, like Burger King.
Burger King. Yeah.
McDonald's,
Yeah.
something.
Oh, I'm not gonna get you Burger King.
But you just said. Oh.
Yeah. See, now you get it.
routine.
Yeah. It's lying, but in a fun way.
Shoot.
Yeah, not like gaslighting though.
Okay.
Gaslighting is bad.
Yeah.
I think stand-up is gonna be great for me. You know why?
Why?
Because I'm currently doing better than my other friend who is in stand-up. Let's call him AJ. All right, AJ over here. He's doing all right. All right, he's like captain of his stand-up club or whatever. That's cool. But I'm better than him. You know why? Now this is a great story. It was about midnight. All right, midnight around there. And my friend, he was like, man, I could really go for some midnight Doritos. So, we all have that craving. So he goes up to a gas station, and right next to his parking spot, there is some guy on a moped. And he had like one of those cinch sacks, whatever they're called, drawstring bags. That's what they are. He had a drawstring bag on. And, he was like waving at my friend. So my friend, gave him like the two-finger white guy wave. And he was like, oh man, I shouldn't have done that. Because now that guy on the moped came around to my friend's passenger or driver's side door and started talking to him. He goes, hey, do you know who this guy is? This guy was my father. My friend was like, no, mostly because he wanted to get out of the conversation. So, the guy on the moped, he goes, yeah, well, I want to kill him. My friend just goes, oh, okay. And he's like, do you want to see the scar that I have right next to my eye? 98% of men can't see it. What type of statistic is that? Do you survey them afterwards? But after that, he goes, hey, you want to meet China? He pulls the cat out of the bag, a literal cat, out of a bag that he had on earlier. There was a cat in there. He just goes around with a cat in the bag. Okay, that's cool. I could see it. I wouldn't do that personally because I think the cat would be uncomfortable. But what was most shocking about it was the cat really wanted to go back into the bag afterwards. It was fighting for its life to go back in. So, eventually my friend was like, yeah, okay. Goes into the gas station, gets a bag of Doritos, goes up to the counter. And the cashier's like, hey man, this is on me tonight. And my friend's like, oh, why is that? The guy left $20 in change at the cash register after this cash attendant multiple times was like, hey, you have some change here. Hey, you have change. Do you want your change? Oh, okay, you're already gone. So that's how my friend was able to get free Doritos. And that just shows you should take chances in life. And whenever destiny calls, you should always take action. Thank you.